Shri Saccidānanda Gaur Hari ki jai, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai, Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashratara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Gurudev ki jai, Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashratara Shata Shishimar Shri Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki jai, Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashratara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada ki jai. Nityal Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nityal Pravishta Srila Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shard Gosai Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Nama Chay Shri Haridas Ṭhākura ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौरमंडल ब्रजमंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जाय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जाय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जाय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जाय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जाय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जाय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम-चिंतामणि की जय। जय श्री नामचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। जय श्री सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। जय श्री नवदीप धाम परिक्रमा की जय। Alright, I only have 30 minutes to record this video, so I'm going to do an extra short Mangalacharan today. Just one second, let me share my screen. How do I do this? Share entire screen. Boom. Okay. Where are we? Okay. अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने वन्दे भक्तिविनोदं श्रीगौरशक्तिस्वरूपकं भक्तिशास्त्रज्ञसम्राजं राधारससुधानिधिं वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्षाय क्षिप्ताष्टकामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं। भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Oops, let me close WhatsApp. Alright, Dandavat pranams everybody. So today we are, wait 1 second, how do I make this? There. Okay, so we are, right now as you're listening to this is a pre-recorded video. I just made it go live, so it looks like I'm here live with you, but actually it is the previous day at 7:30 p.m. in the evening. Right now, as you're watching this, I am probably going to be in Surabikunj or no, maybe Swananda Sukura Kunj, or maybe we're just leaving to Harihar Kshetra as you're watching this. So We are reading the last chapter of Harināma-cintāmaṇi. And this is a very high, elevated topic, way beyond me. I don't have so much, so I'm going to reread a lot of what we read. I know we've already reread it once, but I want to keep on going over it so that even the smallest, tiniest speck might stick, or like just even understanding the concepts even a little bit. Um, this is what we're in all this Harinam sadhana that we're performing, in all of our sadhana. This is our objective. This is what we're trying to attain, and so it's important to have some kind of idea of what direction we're trying to move in, what we're aiming for. And of course, these are very high topics and so far away from us. But if we don't have any understanding of it, not even like if we don't know anything, then we don't know what to pray for. So, yeah, let's begin. Okay. I'll try to skip around a bit, but I don't know. I didn't reread all this, and I'm not good at summarizing, so I'm probably going to reread a lot, but we'll skip some parts. Okay, so Gadai Gauranga Jai, Jai Nityananda, Jai Sitanatha Jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. I'll make the text bigger once we get to... Actually, I'll do it now. Right now is just a summary time, so I'm keeping it a bit small. Glories, glories to those most fortunate Mahajans that give everything up to perform bhajan of Harinam. I really like this verse. Sab chhari Harinam, jai kore bhajan, jai jai bhagyavan, she Mahajan. The Lord said, O Haridas, by the power of your bhakti, you have attained all the knowledge of the world. My voice is straining it a bit because I killed it in Kirtan today. So, yeah, excuse my... Then Mahaprabhu said, I see all the Vedas dancing upon your tongue, and I see how your words are all full of Siddhanta. Please clearly describe Nam Ras, and how the jiva can become eligible to experience it. So this is all, so far we've been just reading all about Nam, but now this is Nam Ras. This is what we're chanting Harinam for, so that we can taste, experience, or come to the level of relishing Nam Ras. How can the jiva become eligible to experience it? Feeling great prem, Haridas made this submission. On the strength of your order, I will describe it. All the Vedas glorify that which is called Ras, to be of the same spiritual substance as the Paratattva, the supreme reality, who is the purest truth. Because Krishna is Akila Rasamritamurti. He's the very embodiment of all rasas. Parabrahman is undivided ras. He is the abode of unlimited bliss, and his glories are the greatest. He manifests as the Shakti and the Shaktiman, the potency and the possessor of potencies. Although these are non-different, they appear to be different due to Vishesh, due to their distinctive traits, their specialities. But they're actually one. Just like the sun and its light is one. That incomprehensible Shaktiman is revealed by the Shakti. And using the threefold Shaktis, he creates the universe. The Chit Shakti reveals the name, the Dham, activities, and the form of the supreme substance, the supreme entity. Krishna is the Paramavastu, and his form is dark. Goloka and other abodes are Krishna's dhams, where he exhibits his lila. His names, dhams, forms, qualities, lila, etc. all belong to the category of Akhanda Dvaya Gyan, indivisible, non-dual knowledge. All varieties are due to the Para Shakti. Krishna is the natural proprietor of the Para Shakti, and it is Krishna's eternal activity. So now, Haridas Thakur leading in, first we always have to have the foundation of, so he explains our relationship, Sambandha Tattva, in brief, and about Maya Shakti, the Jiva Shakti, all these different Shaktis. And yeah, but we already read this, so I'm skipping this all. Then, this part is beautiful. Now, in the association of sadhus, those who are antarmukh, who are inclined towards Krishna, who are directed towards Krishna, they can attain Krishna Nam. And through the influence of Krishna Nam, they progress to Krishna's abode. The name is indivisible ras, and its budding flower is disseminated throughout the universe in the form of names such as Krishna. And so then he explains, so he's comparing the name to a budding flower, and as it continues to expand, first comes, when that budding flower of the name begins to open slightly, the Lord's charming form is revealed as Sri Shyama-sundara and Goloka Vrindavan. So first comes the name, and then the budding flower begins to open slightly. Then Krishna's form is revealed as Shyama-sundara. And then the name produces its fragrance, that flower. And the name manifests the qualities of Krishna, the 64 qualities. This is understood by those who are expert in tattva. And then when it fully blooms, when the flower of the name fully blooms, it becomes the eternal eightfold pastimes, the Ashtakaliya Lila, which transcends matter. So this is the progression from Nam, Rup, Gun, and Lila. It's like the blossoming of a flower. When the name manifests its mercy to the jivas, the Sarup Shakti combines with the essence of the Sambit Shakti and takes the form of bhakti. The Sarup Shakti appears, and thus the name fully blooms. Then that supreme goddess reveals the ingredients of ras. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Sarveshwari, who is the Shakti who controls all things, appears, and she reveals all the ingredients of ras through Krishna Nam. The purified transcendental jiva then enters that ras. This is astonishing. One of the causal, and now he explains, and we read about this in detail. We saw examples of this. So, if I'm not going to go through these 4 ingredients of ras again, but if you want to hear again, you can listen to yesterday's reading. When the name is constantly chanted by a great devotee, then by the mercy of the name, the Lord's form, qualities, and leelas are revealed to him. Okay, so these 4 ingredients are these 4 ingredients, the Vibhav, Anubhav, Sattvic Bhav, and Sanchari Bhav, they all mix together. When the Sanchari Bhav and Sattvic Bhav arise and are added to Sthayi Bhav, one's fixed eternal connection, relationship, feelings for Krishna, and as in Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So when all these ingredients mix with that Sthayi Bhav, then ras manifests. This is mentioned by all the Shastras. I know this ras to be the essence of all things, the very essence of perfection. I accept that all Shastras say that it is the supreme goal of human existence. By the mercy of a pure guru, a jiva who is eager for bhakti achieves the good fortune of attaining the divine names of the beautiful divine couple. He remembers those names by chanting a prescribed number of them on tulsi beads. Otherwise, he chants them in kirtan aloud with great respect. One should begin by chanting 1 grantha of names. That means 4 rounds. Gradually, one will meditate upon 3 lakhs of the holy names, and all desires will be fulfilled. 3 lakhs equals 192 rounds. So one will begin with chanting 4 rounds of japa, but then it will naturally increase into 192 rounds, from a grantha to 3 lakhs. Amongst this prescribed number, some names should be sung in kirtan. In this way, all the senses will dance in bliss. The name gives shelter to the 9 processes of bhakti. However, kirtan and smaran, or smriti, remembering the name, is the best of all. The name gives shelter to the 9 processes of bhakti. However, kirtan and smaran, or smriti, is the best of all. One who is attached to the path of Archan attains the perfection of Shravan and Kirtan, hearing and chanting, but one who has resolute affection for the name engages only in Shravan, Kirtan, and Smriti, hearing, chanting, and remembering the holy name. So Archan is very nice, but it's not completely necessary. There are those who don't engage in Archan and they're just fully focused on Shravan, Kirtan, and Smriti or Smaran. Service, offering obeisances, servitorship, friendship, and surrendering oneself are naturally born from associating with the name. Sitting in a secluded place, one should give up the 10 offenses with the faith that the name and the possessor of the name, the Nam and Nami, are one tattva. In a few days, one will attain the mercy of the name and the form of Sri Shama Sundar will manifest. When the name and form become identical during sadhan, during one's chanting of the name, the form appears in the heart at every moment. After some days, the Lord's qualities are added along with his form, and one relishes those qualities while remembering Sri Nam. In a few days, the name, form, and qualities become one, and as one chants the name, these three manifest at every moment. And now we have the name, forms, and qualities. They become one, and the devotee relishes this at every moment. And now it's going to explain mantra dhyanamaya upasana. That's worship through meditating upon one's mantra given by Sri Guru. And then comes swarasiki upasana. That's the worship. But this is like worshiping in your internal form, like this topmost worship. So, and then that comes automatically. That comes spontaneously, swarasiki. I actually don't know the best way to translate swarasiki, because I don't think just naturally or spontaneously really does it. I think there's a much more deeper explanation, but I can't really give it. Okay, so first, mantra dhyanamaya upasana. Mantra dhyanamaya is worship of the holy name. One should know that this is the first wave of the appearance of the results of one's chanting in perfection, like this is the first wave. At the time of meditation, one is at the yoga pit beneath a desire tree. There, Krishna is seen happily surrounded by gopas and gopis. Immersed in the bliss of bhajan, the devotee experiences joy as all the symptoms of sattvic vikar manifest, like perspiration, horripilation, faltering of the voice, shivering, changing, like all these tears. Gradually, as the name's own natural fragrance blossoms, the eightfold pastimes of Krishna manifest. So before, the Nam, Rup, Gun, and Lila became one, and one was immersed in that. And now finally, by engaging in this mantra-maya upasana, then the eightfold pastimes, the Lila, the Ashtakalya Lila, manifest to the devotee chanting the name. And now even past that, when Swarasiki Upasana, worship through spontaneous meditation occurs, one attains darshan of Krishna performing pastimes at various places during the day. By the mercy of the Guru, the devotee immediately acquires his Siddha Swarup, his spiritual form, and enters those pastimes, accompanying a Saki. The daughter of Rishabhanu, Shri Radha, is Mahabhav Swarupini. She is the personification of the highest ecstasy. Bhakti in accordance with her is always filled with prem. Following the instructions of the Sakis, one engages in service to the divine couple. Thus, the Rasiks, those who are immersed in relishing ras, become absorbed in Mahaprem. At this point, one's sadhan bhajan is close to perfection. Then, by your mercy, the subtle body is discarded, and one achieves Vastu Siddhi. Vastu Siddhi means when you're actually It's not just, you're meditating internally on your form, but you're actually physically in your form in Vraj, in Bhoma Vrindavan, right? In Vraj within this world. Words cannot extend beyond this. Whatever is beyond this can only be experienced by the power of mercy. Can only describe up to this point. This is the supreme sadhan that leads to Ujjvala Ras, by which one attains the treasure of Krishna Prem. In order to achieve Ujjvala Ras, there are 11 aspects, Ekadasha Bhav. Okay, sorry, this is where we read up to yesterday. So we will sing the Bengali from this point on. We only have 8 minutes left to read. Sorry, yeah, but I think it was important to just go through everything once more, just quickly. So, but yeah, I won't do such a thorough thing like that tomorrow. Okay. Sadite Ujjvala Ras. This section is Sadhane Ekadasha Bhav, the sadhan of Ekadasha Bhav. Sadite Ujjvala Ras Ache Bhava Ekadasha Sambandha Vayasa Nama Rupa Yuta Vishayagyavas Seva Para Kashta Shwas Palyadasi E Aparupa. Let me make the text bigger so you can see it. Okay. In order to achieve Ujjvala Ras, there are 11 aspects, Ekadasha Bhav, and these are the 11 aspects: relationship, age, name, form, connection with a particular group, dress, orders, residence, service, one's highest aspiration, and one's mood as a dependent maidservant, or a nurtured maidservant, a palyadasi. This is incomparable. Let's look at the Bengali for each one of these. There's sambandha, your relationship. There's vayasa, that's the age. Your nam, your name. Your roop, your form. Yuta vish. Oh wait, yuta. So that means your connection with a particular group, your yuta, what group you're in. Your vesh, your dress. Agya, vas, orders. What, I guess, what's orders mean? Like what service? No. I don't know. Well, anyways, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, I think we'll go through all these. Seva, your service. And then parakashta, that means one's highest aspiration. And palyadasi, palyadasi bhav, one's mood as a dependent maidservant, sheltered, nurtured maidservant, palyadasi. Now, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he gives a note. He says, Rai Ramananda said, Attaiva gopi bhav kori angikar, ratri din chinte radha krishner vihar, siddha dehe chinti kore tahani sevan, sakhi bhave pai radha krishner charan, gopi anugatya vina, aishvarya gyane, bhojileho nahi pai vrajendra nandane. Thus, one should accept the mood of the gopis, and day and night meditate upon the pastime of Radha Krishna, meditating upon one's Siddhadeha, and with that, offer service to the feet of Radha Krishna in the mood of a Saki. Without taking shelter of a gopi, and being in Aishvarya Gyan, absorbed in a mood of reverence, one cannot worship Vrajendra Nandan Krishna. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 8, verses 228 to 230. And Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he says, whoever has a natural inclination to cultivate Ujjvala Ras must certainly accept the shelter of a gopi of Vraj. A jiva cannot attain the eligibility for Shringa Ras while maintaining Purusha Bhav, the mentality of being a male. When one accepts the form of a gopi, one can engage in Krishna bhajan. By accepting 11 types of bhav, one achieves the status of a Vrajagopi. And we just went through this. Okay, 1, sambandha, that means one's relationship with Radha Krishna. 2, vayas, one's age. 3, nam, that's the name, one's name. 4, that's rupa, that's one's form. 5, yuta pravesh, entrance into a specific group of gopis. And 6 is one's vesh, one's dress. 7 is one's agya, instructions on service. 8 is vasasthan, residence. 9 is seva, service. 10 is parakashta, one's spiritual aspiration. And then 11, palya dasi bhav, the mood of a dependent maidservant. Whatever form the sadhak takes in this world, he must accept this ekadasha bhav in his heart and engage in bhajan. Okay, so then bhav sadhane panchadasha, the 5 stages of bhav sadhan. I'm just going to read this verse and then we'll end for today. Ekadasha bhava sampurna sadhane panchadasha lakya hoy sadhaka jivane. The complete sadhana of ekadasha bhav must progress through 5 specific stages in the life of a sadhak. Okay, let's hear these 5 stages and then I'll stop. Shravana varana ar smarana apan sampati e panchavida dashai ganan. Shravan dasha, that's hearing. Varan dasha, that's accepting. Smaran dasha, remembering. Apana dasha, that's the achieving. And sampati, full possession. These are considered to be the 5 stages. And then Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, in order to attain this ekadasha bhav, the sadhak gradually passes through 5 stages: Shravandasha, Varandasha, Smarandasha, Apanadasha, and Sampatidasha. And we will hear about all these dashas, all these stages, tomorrow. But on this program I'm using, I can only stream for 30 minutes, and the 30 minutes is up. So I am going to just do a very short Jaidvani, and then we'll end. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo. So in our next reading, I'll just jump right to where we are, right here, about the 5 different stages. We'll read from that point on, and we'll see how much we can read in 30 minutes. Right. Jai Shri Saccidānanda Gaur Hari ki Jai, Shri Radha-Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai, Śrīla Param Gurudev ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Saparsha Ji Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopikan ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai, Shri Harināma-cintāmaṇi ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaish, Jai Namachay Shri Haridas Ṭhākura ki Jai, Jai Shri Harināma-cintāmaṇi ki Jai, Jai Shri Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai, Jai Saccidānanda Gaur Hari ki Jai, Shri Harinam Prabhu ki Jai, Jai Shri Harināma-sankirtan ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyai Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you so much for joining this reading, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Well, I'm doing a pre-recorded video again tomorrow until Gaur Purnima. Then I'll be here with you all live. But thank you so much for joining. Jai Shri Radhe, Hari Bol. All right, how do I end this thing? There it is. Okay, Hari Bol, Jai Shri Radhe.